Hi everyone, good to see you again all. I hope you all will be fine. Please check Iraq latest news updates. The World Bank has stated that Iraq's economy is fragile, and the country's debt has risen to $152 billion, highlighting that the Central Bank of Iraq's CBI auctions have diverted hard currency to the parallel market, leading to a decline in the value of the Iraqi dinar against the dollar. In its renewed pressures, Iraq's recovery at risk report, the World Bank stated that Iraq's economy is grappling with a recession in non-oil GDP, industries, and agriculture, coupled with rising inflation rates. The country lacks comprehensive structural reforms under its current government to bolster its economy beyond oil. The annual budget approved by the government authorities witnesses a significant increase in public expenditures by 59% compared to the previous year, constituting 74.3% of total expenditure. This will result in a substantial fiscal deficit of 51.6 trillion Iraqi dinars, approximately $39.7 billion, representing 14.3% of general imports, more than half of the recent record reserves accumulated following the oil price surge. Regarding CBI's policies in devaluing the local currency, the World Bank indicated that the devaluation of the Iraqi dinar has led to overall and core inflation increase due to excessive reliance on imports amid weak domestic production, a gap exposed by the government's policies, further jeopardizing the country's fragile economy. According to the World Bank, Iraq's lack of income diversification due to successive chaotic government policies has led to a contraction of the local GDP by 1.1% in 2023. Coupled with an increase in the country's public debt reaching 58.3%, up from 53.8% the previous year, totaling $152 billion, a $10 billion increase. The external debt amounts to $50 billion, while the internal debt is $102 billion. This means that the government authorities borrowed about $60 billion internally over the past 3 years, at an average rate of $15 billion annually, with annual interest on domestic debt amounting to 16% to 17% of the debt volume. The bank also highlighted that the economic prospects for Iraq's future remain subject to significant risks due to excessive reliance on oil, making it vulnerable to oil market shocks and global demand fluctuations, as evident from recent oil price declines. Additionally, driving fragility are key economic challenges like rampant corruption, inadequate service provision and infrastructure development, and security risks. The World Bank further added, the persistence of these policies by the government authorities will lead the country's budget to favor political parties that have hindered the wheel of development, causing significant imbalances despite 2 decades of claims that the war has ended. And the Prime Minister, Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, inaugurated the National Data Center today, Sunday, at the General Secretariat of the Cabinet. A statement issued by al-Sudani's media office mentioned that he was briefed on the completion stages of the first phase of the center, utilizing smart screens and models that depict the installation stages of the National Cloud Facility. This also encompasses the digital transformation, including the elimination of issuance authentication document. Al-Sudani also monitored the operations of the unified window for delivering 299 electronic services. Presently, named the Your E-Services Gateway. He also reviewed the digital transformation map and the International Training Center, where a practical simulation of one of the judicial notary transactions was presented. He explored the electronic system for tracking citizen communications through advisory services, as well as the practical utilization of the vehicle find platform as an example of the gateway's services. He emphasized the necessity of media awareness about these services to facilitate education. The PM also highlighted that this project will support the government's program in combating financial and administrative corruption, which poses a critical challenge to all development, reconstruction, and service projects. Al-Sudani urged for these steps to be more comprehensive and inclusive, expressing appreciation for all the efforts dedicated to accomplishing this project. Additionally, PM Al-Sudani met with international experts representing supporting entities for the project, including the United Nations Development Programme, the World Bank, the UK government, Digital Service GDS, the World Food Programme, the International Cooperation Agency, the Canadian Foreign Affairs Foundation, and IMMAP. During the meeting, he received a brief presentation about the comprehensive digital transformation roadmap in Iraq. Furthermore, he chaired a meeting of the advisory team for the Electronic Government Committee, wherein he stressed the importance of data consolidation to facilitate citizen services and address poverty and ration card issues, aiming to streamline processes and reduce time consumption. Electronic financial transactions can serve to address exchange rate issues, bridge disparities, and resolve many other challenges that ultimately benefit citizens, Al-Sudani added, affirming that the government's readiness to fulfill all financial requirements and adapt decisions and measures in alignment with the digital transformation. And the Iraqi Ministry of Agriculture announced on Sunday that the country has achieved self-sufficiency in wheat production for the current year 2023, eliminating the need for wheat imports. According to Deputy Minister Mithaq Abdul Hussein Al-Khafaji, the Iraqi government has allocated financial support for farmers and agricultural crops in the general budget law. This support has contributed to the successful wheat harvest, allowing Iraq to produce more than 5 million tons of wheat this year, a quantity sufficient to sustain the food basket without requiring imports. Al-Khafaji affirmed the ministry's intention to increase support for farmers in the coming year, despite the challenges posed by climate change and rising temperatures. He emphasized that the ministry is adopting new methods that can adapt to water scarcity, utilizing machinery and equipment to enhance production. The Agriculture Minister, Abbas Al-Alawi, previously informed Shafaq news agency that Iraq had officially cultivated approximately 8 million dunams of land. Around 4 million dunams were cultivated in desert lands, and an additional 2.5 million dunams in irrigated lands. Recently, approximately 1.5 million dunams were cultivated in various Iraqi provinces. Last May, the Iraqi Ministry of Agriculture declared the successful marketing season for the 2022-2023 wheat harvest and confirmed that all dues owed to farmers had been disbursed smoothly. Thanks, take care.